Carson, Heady. Hope all is well. Today, I want to talk a little bit about some of the most important elements of leadership. It's important, especially in a time like this, that you truly understand the perspectives of the people working for you. And what I mean by this is making sure that you understand their motivators, their frame of mind, or as much as they feel comfortable sharing with you. But that at least you are taking the time to proactively check in and seek the frame of mind that they're in, how they're thinking about things, how they're thinking about their work, and frankly, how things might be going to a degree in their home life, because there isn't a lot of separation right now. And again, it's not time to pry, but certainly it doesn't hurt you as a leader to make sure and understand, hey, how's the wife, how's the husband, how are the kids, how's everybody holding up with everything that's transpiring? How are you feeling about the things that are going on? Have you shifted your mindset about your career, roles that interest you, things that you want to learn, ways that you want to continue to improve in your role? I think it's so critical for a leader to understand the motivating factors of everybody that works for them, but also to make sure that you are working with them and being aligned on their goals. Good leaders promote their people, and that could be promotion of good things that they're doing, recognition, best practice sharing. I love when in leadership situations when you get the opportunity to share best practices. I used to send a lot of communications, like a daily email that included daily best practices, what team members were doing. It's one thing, absolutely, it's great when the manager can be the authority on things, but it's phenomenal when you can share best practices, because colleagues will learn from it, and your team member that you're promoting will feel great. Also, promoting your people. I've known a lot of managers over the years that are afraid to promote star players, but I feel like this is short-sighted. If you fail to promote a star player, first off, they're at risk. They may go somewhere else, which is no good for you or your business or your company. But if you promote them and you work actively to get them where they want to go, not only might that help you later because of that relationship, but also people are going to want to work for you. So make sure that you're plotting out these goals, setting up milestones, and making clear what it's going to take to get your endorsement to be a leader somewhere else. I also formed committees for betterment. So I just called them office betterment committees or team betterment committees. I think, these players only and peer groups are fantastic to meet without managers in the room or being a part of the discussion. And I loved the betterment committees because I'd have them report back to me every month what was discussed. And even if it wasn't viable, even if it wasn't a policy that I could change, I addressed everything, be it in a office-wide meeting, town hall type situation, or direct communication, email, newsletter, whatever that looked like. And I think that's critical, because not only do you want their voices to be heard and you want them to feel heard, but you also don't want to let situations lie dormant. If a concern has been expressed and you let it sit there, then your effectiveness will come into question. How much you value the concern will come into question. You don't want that to happen. You can't address everything, but you can certainly mention that you understand the concern. You can certainly express that you will or have taken it somewhere else, explored the path. These types of things resonate with people. If a betterment committee gives me 20 things and I can achieve one positive change out of that, and then I can address the other 19 and maybe show progress on a few, that's a win. We're showing progress. We're moving the ball down the field. And that's really what it's all about for all of us. I think that's what keeps people motivated and energized, when they can see forward progress. Don't swiftly react to a complex situation, even if you know how you're going to handle it. If two people have a dispute, let's say a sales dispute, or there's something around an integrity issue that comes into question, even if you know exactly how you're going to handle it, don't react. Don't have a knee-jerk reaction. It's important that you hear all the perspectives. I used to have situations where sales disputes would come up. I mean, it could be two managers, It could be 2 reps. And even if I knew immediately what I was going to do, I had to get to the point where I listened to both sides. I mean, it's why we have a judicial system. No matter how cut and dry or a situation may appear, doesn't mean that we swiftly deliver what we believe is justice. So make sure, again, in the theme of ensuring that everyone is heard and everyone feels valued, make sure that you get all perspectives that could matter in this situation before you weigh in and rule. Finally, maintain consistency, even in the face of adversity. I'm a firm believer in people and process being the most important facets of sales, leadership, business, career. How you treat people matters a great deal, and we're all humans. Leaders, you've been in, most likely, the shoes of the people that you manage at some point or another, even if it was a long time ago. And I think it's very important to understand where people are coming from. I've led people that have had jobs that I did. I've led people that have had jobs that I don't know that I did exactly the same thing, but I could respect the level of effort that they were putting into it. And I wasn't perfect. I didn't make all the right decisions, but I will tell you is that I had a rough month, let's say. I remember it pretty vividly. It was over a decade ago. I was off to a rough month, and we were midway through the month. And I had spent about a week sending communications to the division, expressing frustration with where we were. And then one day I stopped that. And I decided to parade through the office with some music, did an exciting stand-up, got people rallied and energized, called out the people that were doing well, shared some best practices. And we had a great day, and we had a great month. And the trick to that is there's ebbs and flows in everything. There's ebbs and flows in business. There's seasonalities, and there's a lot of different variables that can impact where you are. As a leader, you've got to keep a steady hand on the wheel. You've got to make sure to drive forward even through the storm. Keep your eye on the prize, no matter how stormy it gets. So keep consistent. Be consistent in how you treat people. Treat them with respect. Be there for them. Promote them. Hear them. Support, serve, and protect, like our law enforcement. Make sure that you are there to listen and to ensure that they are getting where they want to be. And that's in all facets. And if you're consistent in that, then your results over time will also be consistent. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day.